folks, how's it going? Hope you're keeping safe out there. Today I'm taking a look at the recently revealed Marvel Legends figures, and yeah, they're okay I think. There was a big reveal on the 14th of December this year, a couple of days ago now. Mainly X-Men figures and a few other things, but I think they're worth taking a look at. And up first is the second wave of the Marvel Legends X-Men 97. And yeah, I've got to admit, I do like them. Going through the figures individually, Cyclops, really nice. It's a great Jim Lee / X-Men 97 cartoon version of Cyclops. It's a tweak of that Vulcan body, so it's all pinless, really nice. They did say all the straps have actually been tooled into the body, so they won't slide about like some of the previous versions. It's nice getting 5 different hand options, 2 different head options as well, and the optic blast effect apparently plugs in. Well, not apparently, you can see it plugs in here. And yeah, this is a really great figure. If you're a Jim Lee X-Men fan, this is probably a must for you. I'm more of a 1970s into the 80s, very early 80s X-Men fan, but I do like the 90s Jim Lee style, and I'm very tempted to pick this one up. Similarly, the Jean Grey figure, I know they say you can't polish a turd, but they've done a really great job with this costume design, which is probably her worst costume design. But yeah, again, it was the one from the 90s, one from the cartoon, and it's been replicated, that's the word, replicated pretty damn well here. It's nice getting the 2 different head options, the one with the hair pulled back into the ponytail, the one with it loose. Wonderful female figure, yet again, pinless, double jointed knees and elbows. The waist articulation is a bit odd, it's just a ball joint at the base of the waist. But I can kind of understand that, because putting in a proper torso joint might break up the femininity. Yeah, that's the right word. The femininity of the sculpt. So yeah, I can live with that. It's, well, to be fair, it's not a character I'm going to get, because, as I said, I like the older costumes, but I still think it's a damn good figure. Now here's one I am definitely going to get. Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler. Kurt Wagner. Probably one of my favourite, if not my actual favourite X-Man. Yeah, this figure is a great update of the version that came with the Wendigo Build-A-Figure, or came in the Wendigo Build-A-Figure wave. It's been updated now with pinless joints, sculpted on costume details for the boot cuffs and glove cuffs. The head is all new with some slightly some slightly darker and heavier shadows applied to the face, and some actual 3-fingered punching hands, which are a nice change from the previous figure. The previous figure came with a swashbuckling sword / cutlass for him to wield. But I get the feeling this, obviously being based on the cartoon, where in his like 1 or 2 episode appearances he never actually swung a sword, makes more sense just to go with the basic open hands and fists. But yeah, this is one figure in the wave I'm most definitely going to pick up. Now, this next one is a figure I have a little bit of nostalgia for, mainly because he appeared in 1 or 2 of my very first X-Men comics I bought from a comic book shop. The Executioner, very much a who in terms of X-Men, but if you're looking for a decent run-of-the-mill cannon fodder X-Men villain, you can't go wrong with him. I'll be interested to see what they do with him in the show, but as far as the figure goes, loads of unique parts, unique sculpting. I'd say if you're looking for something that's going to be like an interesting figure on your shelf, this is a good way to go. Speaking of interesting, the Magneto figure in this wave is obviously back in like the I think the 1980s. Was it the 80s? Yeah, the 80s. Magneto became leader of the X-Men for a while. This was the costume he wore. He went for the big M, the theatrical gloves. It was a weird time for costumes, okay? But this one works really well. It's yet again pinless. I think it's really nice looking. I won't be picking it up, but if you're an X-Men fan, I think you probably should. And last up is a figure I definitely will be getting, even though it's not exactly what I wanted. Okay, look, I love Madeline Pryor, one of my favourite Marvel characters. The Goblin Queen, fantastic. This is obviously the costume she's going to wear in the show, because they're not going to have her wearing her traditional, very revealing Goblin Queen costume, because it's a Disney cartoon show. But this works really well as a modern replacement for it, even though in the modern comics she still pretty much wears a lot less clothing. But I really like this. Yeah, definitely going to be getting this figure, probably out of the way if I'm probably just going to pre-order her and Nightcrawler. yeah, this figure looks fantastic. I really do like the baby Scott. No, not Scott. Is it Scott? No, Nathan. That's it. Baby Nathan Summers. I think it's a reuse of the baby figure that was originally Baby Kurt that came with Mystique, and then retooled into Baby Bruce Banner Jr. that came with Old Man Logan. But yeah, giving her the baby accessory is kind of funny. I kind of hope in the cartoon she doesn't go as far as she did in the comic books and try to sacrifice him into a demon, but hey, you never know. And there were also other X-Men reveals, not part of that 97 wave. There was revealed a deluxe released Angel figure in the classic red and white costume. This looks superb. This is a must-have in my opinion. The way the wings have been designed to have multiple points of articulation, so you can have in-flight, soaring, resting. It just all looks so dynamic and brilliant. Yeah, this is one I'm going to have to get. Even if I wasn't a big X-Men fan, he fits into other collections like the Defenders or the Challengers. You know, Champions, I said the Champions. And all in all, it's a fantastic looking figure. I must admit though, I do kind of wish they'd done him in his blue version of the costume. We might get that some other point down the line, but I've always had more of a soft spot for the blue accented version of the costume over the red. But as I say, I'll most definitely still be getting this figure. And actually, speaking of figures with wings, they did also show off they're doing a re-release of the comic book style Sam Wilson Captain America, updated with an actual wing backpack and his modern-ish version of his own shield. It's an okay figure. I prefer the classic Falcon over this version of him. But if you're somebody who's into that, yeah, it's a damn good looking figure. Oh, they also did show off the Hydra cap, but that doesn't interest me. I'm pretty sure most people don't care about that figure. What they did show off though as well is because it's the 50th anniversary of Wolverine, there's a couple of 2-packs themed around Wolverine across the years. And some are good, some are okay, and one's a bit In my opinion, the one that's okay is the Lilandra and Brood Infected Wolverine 2-pack. Very weird thing to do, because the Lilandra figure is a must-have for most classic X-Men fans. It's a no-brainer. Perfect character for X-Men. If you're a long-term X-Men fan, you know how important she is to the mythos. But the Wolverine, this is based on a comic book cover. Like, in the issue this even happens in, really, he doesn't really look like this. And it's just a bit odd. What really annoys me as well is it's a tiny, tiny thing, but the cap of his mask is brown. It should be the same, like, orangey yellow as his trousers. That's a little thing I can probably fix with a bit of paint if I were to get the figure, but spoiler alert, I'm not going to get this set. It's just a bit meh for me, which is really annoying. I might actually get it just for the Lilandra figure, or see someone wants to split and for whatever reason doesn't want the Lilandra. But yeah, a bit of a mixed bag for me. One that I think is definitely meh, probably the lower end of the 3 that were revealed. Actually, no, 4 that were revealed, I'll probably the 4th. This is the weakest one in my opinion, is the Psylocke / Lady Mandarin and the Madripoor version of Wolverine. I don't think many people wanted this. We've had this version of Logan only a year or 2 ago. People really want other versions of Psylocke over this, and yeah, for me it's definitely a pass, and I think for a lot of people it's a pass as well, which is unfortunate. One that I'm umming and ahhing on, but I kind of might get because I'm a big fan of Grey Hulk, is the Wolverine as Patch, is sort of like Madripoor alter ego, and the Grey Hulk Joe Fixit in their iconic like matching tuxedos. It was from I can't think what the comic book cover is. I'll throw it up on the screen now. These two look great. It's a bespokely made like short person in a suit costume for Logan, and Joe Fixit just always looks good in any suit. And depending on how much it costs, I might just pick this up just for the Grey Hulk figure and sell off the Patch figure to anyone else who wants it. And the last one they showed off was the one I'm definitely going to get. I think a lot of people are definitely going to get. It's the casual Wolverine with the Jim Lee 90s style Sabretooth. Sabretooth is a nice big beefy figure, loads of sculpted detail, lovely paintwork. The aesthetic of it just oozes 90s, that Jim Lee style, as I say. Logan, he comes with a cowboy hat. He comes with 2 different cowboy hats. So what more can you ask for? He's got that iconic sort of like, I'm at the bar having a drink. He comes with a pair of playing cards. Yeah, it's like a £42 set, which I know is expensive. But when you consider like figures individually nowadays are £25, just buying 2 figures on their own is probably going to cost you nearly 50. So in terms of like that, this is no more, if not in fact actually slightly less than buying 2 individual figures. So yeah, I may pre-order this straight away anyway. So yeah, folks, that was it. That was my quick thoughts on these figures that were revealed. A lot of really great figures if you're an X-Men fan. A couple of okay to meh figures if you're a Captain America fan. And a lot of figures if you're a Wolverine fan. So, please tell me what you think down in the comments down below. Do you agree with me? Do you not? What are your opinions on these figures? If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe for more reviews and videos in the future. Until next time, folks, I want you to stay safe, stay sane, and keep on rolling. And I'll see you all next time. Ta-da!